may hold my attention for a very long period of time. When I was a kid, I used to make Airfix models, plastic model kits. And when I first did one of my first ones, which I remember was a Hawker Hurricane, Second World War fighter plane, British Battle of Britain kind of fighter plane. When I'd finished it, it resembled a Hawker Hurricane shaped blob of glue, because there was that much glue on it. And I didn't paint it, so it was kind of a semi-transparent, well no, sorry, not even transparent, but, because even the glass canopy was covered in glue, so it was a mixture of a plain shaped glue ball, basically. And but I got better. I kept going, and that went on for years, but that was as a kid. Now you can see here with this pen, there's a bit here that's going to get closer. Zoom in. There. You see that? That's where the ink is smudged. So, like I say, this is gel penning. I'm going to see if I can get hold of those fibre tip pens I mentioned of some sort. I suspect that it'll be a experimental process trying to find the right pens. So that's what we've got so far. Which is not too bad. It's not too bad. I guess I'm going to have to shade some of these things. Sorry if it's a little bit blurred at times, but the autofocus on this can be slow. This is quite a bit, very reflective, isn't it, this pen as well. I don't know if I like that or not, because traditionally fibre pens dry matte, and this is an ink gel pen. I'm quite pleased with it for my first effort. See if we can zoom out. Completely freestyle. Just did it as I went along. And so far, I would recommend it. It's quite therapeutic. And I think I'm going to get better. I'm going to probably do some more work on this, maybe some shading. In fact, I might do a bit of shading now to see how I can do that. If I do a bit of shading and see, do some shading here for instance, and there, this might look three-dimensional, and this. Because when you shade, basically, you're giving it some kind of a different value. Yes, you can give it value with it in colour or in black and white. I've got a 2B, so this is not particularly soft. So, and this card is a little bit hard as well, hard card. So it's not taking the pencil too well, but enough, I guess. Can't remember what I was saying then, but never mind. And the shading, yeah, so value, that's what I was saying, wasn't it? Value, you can give value in colour too. I have actually had a shading effect already with the pen. using a cross-hatching technique. And I must say that the pencil is giving it a nice tonal value. Forgive me if I'm using some art speak, but I'm used to doing this because I'm an art teacher, yes. I'm always talking in art speak, more or less, to try and get the vocabulary into my students' head so that they can use it too when they do their critiques. I don't know what I'm doing, because really when you do shading, you're supposed to have a light source coming from one side or the other. But I've noticed that on the internet, some of the videos, they actually admit to putting the shading wherever they like and not having a light source coming from one direction, as long as it looks three-dimensional. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I may do it a different way in the future. Who knows? I guess it is a little bit helpful if I'm an art teacher, but I would say to people that you don't have to have any background in art. You just need to like to make things, I guess, and try different things, just as I am now, yes, to see if you like it. You can get better at anything as long as you try. If you want to, you will. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? So I think I'll give this some value as well, so this looks like it's standing out. So this means I'm going to have to go all the way around this, which is a little bit laborious, because it's quite a long circumference. Oops. There goes the pen top. Try not to stamp on that. Keep going around. And I'll show you my stomp in a minute. Some of you will know what that means. Exactly. So that's one edge. Now I've got to go all the way around again because I want it to stick out. So I've got to have the highlight bits, which is the white bits. If you're ever doing perspective, one of the techniques of making something look three-dimensional is making the dark parts darker and the light parts lighter. So you've got dark parts on the edge, around the edges, and the lighter going down the middle, then it will give it a three-dimensional effect. Okay, I've gone all the way around the kind of eggy shape there. I still have to do this bit though, and I still have to do that bit, so I have to keep going. Let's say that actually talking at the same time that I'm doing this, talking to you, does actually improve the experience, and that's kind of therapeutic as well. So if you can bear my voice, then think I'll continue doing it. If you can't, then you'll just have to watch the video with the music, I guess. I think if I do a time lapse where it speeds it up, is it time lapse? Not sure. If I speed it up so it goes through all this process very, very quickly, then, which I've seen other people do, I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll find out. I hardly know how to put a video onto YouTube, to be honest. I've got a few very rudimentary, basic videos. I haven't got a blog like other people have. I guess that's something else I'll have to look into. I've done this here, look, but now I've still got this bit here, so this is another laborious bit that I'm not sure that I can be bothered to do. Well, I will do it, yes, because then it will add to the effect. You might be able to hear some Chinese language going in the background because it is a Chinese school that I'm working at, and Chinese people tend to be loud, and the places that they work in are not very soundproofed. In fact, they seem to be designed to make the loudness even more loud. Very echoey most of the time. Can't do anything about it. It's a working school. I must say I'm not sure I'm actually used to it, even though I've been here for quite a time. I'm just going to get the stomp now and let you listen to the saw in the background, I guess. I'll just zoom in again and have a look at the shading, if you can see. Ooh. It takes a while, doesn't it? You can see that there's the shading there. I don't know how. How clear that is. You might be able to see it. Let's get the stomp. Now this is a stomp. Can you see that? It's just a taper, really. And all it is to rub on things like charcoal, pencil, and it's for blending. And it works with colours as well. And there's some charcoal here from before, or maybe it's graphite, I'm not sure. But, so there's still some left on it. You see that? So that's from the stomp. Oh, this autofocus is not very good. Okay, so I'm going to go over now the parts where I've gone with my pencil. I'm actually making them stand out a little bit more and blend it in. It's quite a nice effect. I don't know if you can see it properly. So I'll review this video. I'm not going to now. It looks good to me from here. And I think you would be pleased with the effect if it was yours. It just gets rid of the pencil lines and blends them in more. And it gives a kind of a metallic ness to them. keep moving the paper card. Keep looking up at the camera, because I've got on this camera, I've got a screen on it, so I'm able to look at it from time to time to see where I am. But often when I'm concentrating on actual drawing, I suddenly find out that it's not within the frame of the camera, which is not very good at all if I want you to see it, right? So now I'm going to go around the edge of here as well, because there's lots of scratchy lines. I don't want those scratchy lines, I want them to blend in. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.